Excellent. We'll just wait.
There we go.
So we'll go back to the slide, Amy, yes?
Yeah. Just have to share my screen again.
Okay, so how to boost your fundraising using social media. This presentation is split into 3 sections. The first section is a general introduction to social media, which Amy will take you through. Then we will take you through 3 steps of how to use social media in more detail. I will cover step 1, how to identify your audience, looking at who might you want to connect with. Step 2, define your goals, and step 3, find your audience. Amy will present. So Amy has the lion's share, so it's over to you, Amy.
Okay, thanks, Beverly. Morning, all. Sorry, I've just got to get this onto the correct format for the slides. Because it's now... Sorry, Beverly, I've got to restart the presentation.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry, Amy. Don't worry, someone's just coming in anyway.
Latecomer.
Slideshow, that's it.
There we go.
Excellent.
So morning all, thank you for coming to this workshop. So we have quite a lot that we want to cover today, so let's get straight into it. Social media can be an effective tool in many areas, including boosting your charity's profile, supporting your fundraising efforts, engaging volunteers, beneficiaries, stakeholders and supporters, and also building meaningful relationships. So there are a large range of different social media platforms. Some of the most popular include Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Nextdoor. So let's look at a few of the major platforms in a bit of detail. So first up, we have Facebook. It's the largest social media platform globally, has a diverse range of age groups, and they use it to communicate with friends and family, participate in groups and forums, find and visit businesses near them, and also build relationships. Main demographic for Facebook is 25 to 34-year-olds. And the content type is mainly traditional posts, so just a picture and text or short videos. One of the pros of Facebook include that it allows you to add links to your posts. So you can drive traffic towards your website. And it recently has added a business suite, which allows you to schedule posts ahead of time and review your page's analytics weekly. Over 45 million active users in the UK alone. But some of the downsides of Facebook, its main one being that it's got relatively weak organic reach, so it's slower to reach new potential clients. So next up, we have X, the rebranded Twitter platform. X is self-described as a network of quick thoughts, news and tips and discussions. And over 19 million people in the UK use X. The main demographic for X is 44 to 55-year-olds, so slightly older than Facebook. Content type is usually photos, news updates, or polls. One of the pros of X is that content can be scheduled ahead of time, and also tagging on X is much more effective. So it gives a higher organic reach. One of the downsides on X is that although you need to be regularly active on every social media platform, this is especially relevant for X as the news feed refreshes much more regularly. Another downside is X has got quite a tarnished reputation recently due to its repeat reporting of incorrect news or biased information. Next up, we have Instagram. Though younger, Instagram grew really quickly and it now reaches over 2 billion around the world. It's popular for its diverse content formats, and people use Instagram to follow influencers and brands they buy from and who support their personal values. Main demographic is 18 to 34-year-olds with over 35 million users in the UK. Content is more diverse, including your standard posts, but also stories and tutorials in the form of reels. These allow you to combine multiple posts or pictures to create one story, and a great way to showcase what your organisation does. It's great for building relationships and has the highest engagement rate of all the major platforms. Downside is that it's quite a young audience, and also it's designed as a mobile site. So the PC site version of Instagram is notoriously hard to navigate. So other platforms that you could consider when creating your social media marketing strategy include TikTok. This is the fastest growing platform of all time. All content on TikTok is short videos. It's great for showcasing group activities and fundraising videos, and it has actually had really good success rates with the fundraising videos on there. Next is YouTube, which is the most popular video platform. It has a more varied demographic and a very high organic reach, but it's very time-consuming for content editing and posting. LinkedIn is another one to consider. This is the social media platform for professionals. The main uses for LinkedIn are headhunting or networking purposes, but it can be useful to showcase an organisation's mission. And lastly, we have Nextdoor, which is known as the neighbourhood platform. It does have a smaller demographic, but we've had great success with targeted volunteer recruitment on Nextdoor. So let's look at the anatomy of a good social media post. There are 5 key points to remember when creating content for any of the platforms. First of all, imagery is the most effective tool in your arsenal to grab users' attention on social media. So as you can see on the right here, this is one of my posts. And the image is just a general image that I've created to show that it's about a DBS check-in service we offer. Next is tagging. If you can tag someone relevant during your text, do so if it doesn't interrupt the flow. But if not, always just click on the picture and you can tag them there instead. So as you can see on the second paragraph of my post, disclosure and barring service is in blue. This is because I've tagged them in that sentence. Also, preempt any call to action you utilise in your post. So whether that's a link to sign up, a buy now button or donate here button, always describe what the link will do shortly and succinctly. So on this post, we have put, for more information on our DBS check-in service, visit the website, and then the link is in blue. Hashtags are your friend. Use them. So you can check trending hashtags through sites like Top Trending Hashtags or through the trending content tabs that are on all the major social media platforms themselves. And lastly, don't forget to format the body of your post. Putting in relevant spacing makes it easier to read and helps draw focus to which points are most important each post.
Thank you, Amy. So now we're going to take you through step 1, identify your audience. Now, the first thing you always need to consider in any communication is what audience do you want to target? So define that audience. Who do you want to connect with and why? So you could be a list, create a list of supporters. It could be create a list of audiences. It could be supporters, donors, volunteers, beneficiaries, stakeholders, funders. And what I'm going to do now is take you through each of those steps. So taking supporters first, raise awareness with supporters of your evidence of need, your cause, and how you are meeting the need. Use social media to announce updates, keep supporters informed of events, informed of your progress to sustain their motivation. This all helps to build a community, foster a sense of engagement amongst your supporters. So encourage likes, comments, and shares to build that community of dedicated supporters. And importantly, you can use social media to share your impact. Share photos, videos, and stories to demonstrate your work and impact to your supporters. Next slide, please, Amy. So donors, how might social media interact with donors? Well, firstly, you can reach a wider audience with social media than more traditional media. It will help you to attract different demographics, different geographies, because once your communication is out there, readers can take it anywhere. They can share with other like-minded people, and it's not confined. I mean, it can even go viral. This will help to boost your donations because social media will create awareness of your cause, your campaigns and events, and you can include donor buttons on websites in social media. I mean, you've probably seen these buttons, you know, click here, £10, and it will buy you X, Y, and Z. Very useful, quick buttons to put into your social media. You can also create awareness of your cause and campaigns and events and raise monies via fundraising platforms such as crowdfunding, easy fundraising, GoFundMe, iRaiser. There's many of them. And many of those organisations I have had present at previous funding surgeries, and also they are often included in the funding newsletter. And of course, you can also create a Facebook funding page. And you can use text to give as a medium. I mean, I have a text to give every month that I give to an organisation. It's quick and simple and reminds you, and it says how much do you want to give. It's also very, very important, of course, to thank your donors, show your gratitude, keep them informed of your impact. Okay, next slide. Thank you, Amy. So next slide, volunteers. Well, of course, social media is great for recruiting volunteers. Share your compelling stories, photos and videos that highlight the impact of volunteering to inspire more people to come and volunteer with you. Use hashtags to increase visibility and reach a wider audience. Communicate and engage with your volunteers. Keep them informed about events, training sessions, and other volunteer opportunities. Importantly, share their experiences, encourage engagement with your organisation's social media pages by responding to comments and messages and hosting virtual events so that they know that you value them, and make them feel part of a community. You can foster this by sharing volunteer stories, recognising their accomplishments, and creating opportunities for volunteers to connect with each other. And of course, importantly, show your recognition. Acknowledge volunteers' social media posts by liking, sharing, and responding to them directly. Next slide. Thank you, Amy. So, beneficiaries. Use social media to understand their preferences and interests and how they use social media. You'll learn from them and then you'll know better how to target in the future. Gain beneficiary feedback by asking them to engage in surveys, Q&A questions or conversations to understand their needs, and join groups and forums to respond to them in their environment or monitor the conversation, the mood, the landscape. Showcase your work. Share their stories, challenges and successes, and the impact your organisation has made to them. Encourage user-generated content as much as possible. Hear it from them, basically. And respond to them directly. Show that you value their input and are actively listening. Participate in online conversations. And this all helps to build the noise and awareness around your organisation. Next slide, please, Amy. So stakeholders. Social media is a great way for engaging with the diverse stakeholder base and creating awareness of your cause and work. Of course, in some instances, with statutory funding, for example, your stakeholders may also be your funders. So, for example, Surrey County Council. So use social media to inform your stakeholders of your vision, mission, strategy, and key objectives to elicit their support. Use social media to engage your stakeholders on your journey and inform them of your progress. And you can encourage a two-way conversation and their involvement in your campaigns, helping to build important relationships with your stakeholders. And of course, this all reinforces your profile, ensuring that your organisation remains visible in all appropriate channels. And last slide there, thank you, Amy, funders. Not the least, of course, funders most important. So use social media to create awareness of your cause, of your progress with funders. Highlight that across different channels to reach potential funders. Create a compelling narrative to motivate and inspire funders to give. And use social media to campaign for improvement, change on behalf of your beneficiaries, and ensure you have a prominent voice across channels. And of course, social media is a brilliant way to showcase your success and the impact that your organisation has. Share your challenges and the support that you require to support sustainability and, importantly, of course, acquire more funding. Okay, over to you, Amy, for steps 2 and 3.
Okay, thank you. So step 2, define your goals. So what are your key objectives? So social media goals often coincide with an organisation's main objectives. Some common goals might include increasing brand awareness, improving community engagement, improving event attendance, or increasing donations. So if your main objective is to increase brand awareness, then you would start with your followers. So a follower is a social media user who are subscribed to an account or page because they want to see their content and receive updates from them. You can achieve more followers through strategies like engaging content, targeted ad, and influencer collaborations. Next, we would look at your social media impressions. So impressions measure visibility and track how often your content is shown, even by users who don't interact with it. Impressions can include multiple views of the same content by the same user, unlike reach, which counts unique users. Impressions can help us understand how our content is distributed and how visible each piece of content is to our target audience. Alongside impressions is your share of voice or reach. So share of voice is how much of a conversation does your organisation dominate compared to others in your category. It's a metric that reflects a brand's visibility and awareness across social platforms. Most social media platforms don't track share of voice. You would need to use an outside social media listening tool for this one, like Hootsuite, and this tracks your brand's mentions across social media. And reach refers to the total number of unique individuals exposed to a specific piece of content or campaign, unlike impressions, which is just multiple views. And finally, we would look at traffic. So you can utilize social media to drive website traffic or links to specific event pages or even posts on other platforms. This would obviously improve your SEO rankings. And you can use tools like Google Analytics or Hootsuite because they help identify which strategies are most effective. If your goal is to improve community engagement, then social media is great for building relationships and trust. The best way to do this is through proactive engagement. So don't just post content. Make sure you're responding to comments and mentions you receive as quickly as you can. And this will build those relationships and trusts organically. Next, you can use social media to amplify yours and your community members' voice. So social media can empower members to share their opinions and stories and feedback on local issues. When creating a post, don't be afraid to ask a question. This can lead to a more inclusive decision-making process and a greater sense of participation. You also want to encourage collaboration and idea generation through your content. So a great use of social media is brainstorming, especially if you're looking for a solution to a community problem. This collaborative approach allows community members to feel heard and involved in decision-making processes. And by looking at all of these first three, you naturally then foster connection between your followers. They get to connect and interact with like-minded people, and you promote a sense of community for them. If your objective is to boost event attendance, then you would firstly promote your event on social media. So you can add events to your social media profile. You could look at creating an event hashtag and encouraging your followers to share that and use that in their own posts. You could set up a LinkedIn or Facebook event. You could link an event landing page over your posts. You can also add clickable links of your web landing page to Instagram stories to generate traffic and increase ticket sales. And you can even use online event platforms like Eventbrite for this. You then want to generate awareness of your event. So you can use Instagram stories to start a countdown. You could customize sticker with event details and your brand and share that. You could launch an event teaser or quiz, or host a giveaway or contest. Then you want to share your event. So create a shareable event landing page and encourage your followers to share onto their feeds as well. You could team up with influencers if possible, and look at sharing bios of maybe some of your trustees or speakers at your events, or even event celebrities, to build that hype around your event. And lastly, engage. Make sure you are replying to any comments or questions quickly. You could also create interactive polls related to aspects of the event. Not only gather insights, but consider sharing the results to show that your followers' opinions matter. For donation boosting over social media, make sure you make use of donation tools. So the major social media platforms now offer integrated donation features that allow charities to collect donations online. These include donate now buttons on dedicated fundraising pages. You can even add a donate now button on live video streams directly from your event if you chose to. Instagram also has a donation sticker feature, which enables your users to donate directly to your organization that way. Next up is promote your donation links. So make it easy for followers to donate by including clear donation links in your posts. You could also promote a sense of urgency here by giving a reason to donate now, by setting a deadline or asking for support for specific milestones during your fundraiser. Utilize the link in bio feature on some platforms to direct people directly to your donations page. You also want to encourage user engagement. So use hashtags relevant to your post, or create a hashtag of your own and encourage your followers to share it and use it. You could tag relevant organizations or individuals in your stories and posts to increase engagement and visibility. These could be people who perhaps are attending your event or are key speakers at your event. You could also host live Q&A sessions events or workshops to connect with your audience online. And lastly, donor engagement. So you want to publicly thank and recognise your donors. This creates social proof and can also attract new supporters. So moving on to step 3, where does your target audience reside? So first off, you'd start by analysing your current followers and customers. So analyse your existing audience. To do this, you have to identify your existing followers. So look at who is following you, liking your content and engaging your posts. And then analyse their demographics and behaviours. Look at their age, location. How does that then correlate with the kind of content they most like or which platforms they prefer? Can also then conduct some social listening. So you can use social media analytic tools like Sprinkler, Social Rank, or Hootsuite to track mentions of your organisation. Look for opportunities for proactive engagement with your target audience by monitoring conversations. And also analyse what your competitors are putting on social media and see if any of their engagement strategies might be something that you could use. Then you want to engage your audience. So participate in conversations, join groups, forums, discussions that are relevant on social media and participate in them. Again, respond to any comments and messages. This shows that you're listening to your audience and engaging regularly with their feedback. You could also run contests and promotions, so encouraging interaction that way and build that sense of community. And lastly, create personas. So you want to develop detailed profiles. Create these fictional representations of your ideal follower, donor, advocate, including demographics, interests, and behaviours. And use these personas to guide your content. So tailor your content and messaging to resonate with the needs and interests of your target audience. So we've shown you that social media can be a powerful tool to boost your charity's profile, support your fundraising efforts, engage with your beneficiaries and stakeholders, and most importantly, build those meaningful relationships. But social media marketing requires planning, setting measurable goals. Oh, it's gone back. This includes creating and maintaining profiles on the platforms most relevant to your organisation, posting pictures, videos, stories and polls that represent your brand and attract a relevant audience, responding to all the comments, shares and likes, and monitoring your reputation, and also following and engaging with the followers, donors, advocates, beneficiaries, stakeholders, and like-minded organisations to build that 360-degree community. But don't forget to constantly analyse and then adapt your marketing strategy to get the most traction. And the key point to remember is social media marketing is essentially free. So setting up your profiles are completely free. All of your organic content posts would be free. And even if you choose to use their paid ads for special events occasionally, the advertising cost for that is much cheaper than other methods. So it makes it the most effective marketing tool you could use. So there's a few invaluable resources that I thought I would share with you. Some of the ones I use the most are TinyURL, which is a free URL shortener. This is only really needed if you're posting on X because they've got that really low word count. Also WordTune. So this is an AI writing tool, helps to paraphrase your content or make it less formal if needs be. Hootsuite, which is a social media management platform, and that can assist you over multiple platforms. Buffer, which has a free hashtag generator to help your post gain an even higher reach. Then we have Canva, which is one of my favorites. This is a design tool, has a massive library of templates for creating visually appealing images for your social media content. You can also do videos and graphics on there as well. Canva is a very easy to use site as well, and it does have a free version, but their pro version, which has an even bigger library of templates, is normally paid for, but is also free if you are a registered charity. So if you prove to them that you're a registered charity, you can get the pro for free as well. And then finally, Academy HubSpot. So HubSpot Academy offers a variety of social media marketing courses, all free, including social media strategy, social media advertising, and social media monitoring courses. Thank you all very much. If there are any questions, I would love to hear them.
Thank you, Amy. Just before we start the questions, I've been asked, because I said at the beginning that these presentations are all posted onto our website under the funding page and to the right of the funding page training. This video will appear later, but of course we haven't quite finished it yet, so it will be posted on the website later on today. Okay, well, thank you, Amy, for taking us through those very important steps. We hope you found some useful information in that. Now, are there questions for Amy? So we have a question here from Melissa on hashtags. I'm told they're used on Instagram, but not on Facebook. Is that right?
No, I use hashtags on Facebook as well. In fact, I use hashtags on all my social media channels. They are definitely more popular on Instagram, but you can still add them at the bottom of your posts. And Facebook even has a top trending hashtags as part of their data insights, so you can see which ones are relevant and which ones to use.
Other questions for Amy?
Sorry, I can't see the questions, Beverly.
Would you be able to recommend any other social listening tools?
So Sprinkler and Social Rank are two. Hootsuite is probably the best one because they have a free version that does track you. You can use the free version to track your organization's mentions over the internet and over social media in general. So that's quite a good one. And Google Analytics can also be used, but some of them, especially Google Analytics, when you get more in depth, they then want you to pay. But Hootsuite is the best if you're looking for free.
Okay, and then Melissa asked, thank you. So thank you. So they can be integrated into the text or at the end, the hashtag she's asking.
Yes.
And I'm just going to post the link to where the presentations will be on the website in a second. But in the meantime, Duska's asked, any good free courses to learn how to use social media, e.g. how to use LinkedIn?
I don't know on that one. I'm sure that there are tutorial videos on there's definitely tutorial videos on YouTube on how to set up an effective LinkedIn or any of the major social media platform pages. And they talk you through how to set it up correctly and then just to get started. So first of all, I would just have a look on YouTube and specifically at their LinkedIn videos for getting that set up and running. But I don't think there's any courses on it.
Okay. So do we have any other questions? I'm just trying to get the website up to put that into the chat. Let me just quickly do that.
That's what I'm just looking through.
And I'm just going to put the link in. So you go to the funding page. It's just taking a while to load. And then under the funding page, you'll see on the right-hand side, funding, training and workshops. So I'll send that complete link now and put that in the chat for you. So everyone's got that. One moment. So there we are. That's in the chat now. So that's where you'll find this presentation. And you'll find other presentations that will be useful. Oh, they seem to all come up actually in the chat. Okay, I'm just checking there's no other questions. Anybody have any other questions? No. Okay. So, I mean, if you have any questions, I'm sure, you can just drop Amy a line. So you've got my email address. Amy's the same format. So let me just thank Amy now very much for your presentation. I hope everybody found it very useful. I think certainly splitting it into those steps was very, very useful, taking people through that journey. And thank you everyone for your attendance and your questions. The next funding workshop is on October the 15th, when the Giving Machine will present. This is promoted in the funding newsletter and will appear again in the October edition going out at the end of September. You can also register by visiting Eventbrite and searching on CSVA events, and you can drop me an email and I will register you. So please provide your name, organisation and role if you're not already signed up. If you're not signed up to the funding newsletter, please drop me an email request. My email I've already put in the chat. If you want help with volunteers, I would suggest you email admin, and I put that in the email chat as well, admin@csva.co.uk, because then it will be directed to the right volunteer manager. Okay, so a few more quick questions. Melissa, quick question on hashtags. I'm told they're used. Oh no, I've done that one, haven't I? No.
Yeah.
No. So that's right. So I don't think we have any more questions. I hope we've given you some information so you can think about how you can boost your fundraising through social media. And have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Just stay on for a second. Stop recording it, Amy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just doing that now.